Luka Sakota, who led the Northeastern Huskies with 18 points in the first meeting, out tonight with an injury. Their star player is Chris Daugherty, transfer from Notre Dame, who leads the team in scoring, rebounds, and assists.
Yeah, 27 and 13 last game. When Northeastern shoots 50% or better, they win. That's the stat you have to watch as if you want numbers and analytics. They shoot 50%, they win.
Tejada with the three, no good. And the rebound comes off to Bryce Johnson. Johnson out there along with Troutman, King, Daugherty, and Woods, as Daugherty gives it off to Troutman, who is from Frederick, Maryland. Now to King for a three, and he hits.
That was a little bit of a rotation. They hard-hedged, almost trapped. Tark went over and took the big. They had to scramble out of that wide-open three. Nice passing by Northeastern.
They're a decent three-point shooting team at 33%. Now Thompson whips it in the corner to May, fakes the three, dribbles in. The jump shot is short, and the rebound comes off to Daugherty. Over midcourt, King back to Daugherty. He'll fire up the three, and the big man hits, and back-to-back threes, and Pat Scarry calls timeout, a minute 12 in.
Very calm, Pat. Easy as a gold jacket or a black. Tonight he's got a new gray sport coat with matching gray shoes. Probably going to go back and change after the 2 threes that went in. Daugherty's a kid from Massachusetts, really good player. Went to Notre Dame, he was good there, but he made a change, and now he's really put up numbers under Bill Cohen in Northeastern. But you can't just leave anybody in today's day and age game. Ever since Curry went to the Warriors with the advent of the three-point shot, the top of the key three, that's the easiest shot. He's trailing on the break, steps right in and hits it. I mean, it's just, Coach Scarry's not happy. That's just a lack of concentration to go fly at him.
Tigers a game and a half behind Drexel, tied with Charleston for second in the CAA, while Northeastern comes in. They are tied for 10th with William and Mary, 3-5 in the conference. They are 8-13 overall. Tark gives it up top to Thompson. Now back to Tark, who lays it up and in. So whatever was said in the timeout worked there. Almost a steal by Thompson, but they work it down low. Woods banks it up, missed it. Tapped by Daugherty is good.
Tip-in basket restores it.
Again, one of those teams, look, they played Drexel. Drexel last game. Why not Drexel last game?
May now with a foul called on the Tigers' Messiah Jones.
His first and team's first. In the game for
8-2 in favor of Northeastern. As we're having a little technical difficulty with. I can barely hear you. Daugherty hands it off up top. Gets it to Johnson, stolen away almost, and then goes out of bounds off of Northeastern's Troutman. And it will remain Tiger ball. So the Tigers down by 6, 2 minutes and 10 seconds in, as they work it up top to Williamson. Williamson gives it to Thompson, right at the top of the key. Work it back up top to Williamson. He'll pass to Tark, back out to Dillon, going to fire up the three-point shot, and he nails it. Dylan Williamson with his 30th three-point basket. That's second best on the team. Work it in the corner. Now back up top in the corner. Three-point shot taken and missed there by Bryce Johnson. They give it to Thompson. Now to Tark, top of the key. He'll drive the lane. In the corner. A three. No good. And the rebound to Daugherty.
One of the things where last time they played Drexel was a good rebounding team. They managed to beat them. I told you at the beginning of the broadcast, this is a 6'5", 6'6", 6'6", 6'6", 6'7". This is one of the bigger teams in the country, the starting five, because everybody's the same size. That means they can rebound in Northeastern.
Troutman with 8 on the shot clock, almost stolen away, and now Williamson comes up with it. Dillon gets it to Tark on the right wing. Back up top to the reigning CAA Freshman of the Week. Now over to May, who gets it back to Dillon. Pass to Thompson. Give it off to Tark. Tark had a rough day at Delaware, 2 of 17. Takes it into the paint, puts it up off the front of the rim. No, and the rebound tapped out, and May's got it.
That's what we were saying. It's when your best, not best player, but when your starters goes 2 for 17, and you win the game on the road because May had 23, because Charles Thompson does all his dirty work, because Dillon had 16. Tark's, that's this little tricky little shot there.
And then Suleiman misses the easy layup, and the other way comes Johnson. He goes up, blocked by Tark out of bounds. It will be Northeastern ball when we come back. 15:45 remaining in this first half. It's the Huskies 8, Towson 5.
Here we go. 4th down and 8, and the defense is going to be coming. Here comes the blitz.
And the defense breaks through the line.
Oh, he wants that quarterback.
Yes, he does.
No. He literally wants that quarter back. He wants to scratch some Ravens scratch-offs.
Fumble. Oh, my. What a game.
Feel the electricity of Ravens scratch-offs. You could win up to $100,000 instantly or enter to win great Ravens second chance prizes.
At MedStar Health, we believe that your day doesn't stop at 5, so care shouldn't either. That's why we have more urgent care locations than anyone in the region, all with extended hours. MedStar Health. It's how we treat people.
Moments like this, you're faced with an important question. If a ball lands in a cup and no one else sees it, does it count? You bet your sweet 5-iron it does. Somewhere to smile about. Ocean City, Maryland. Oh wait, he's still going. Okay. Nice.
At MedStar Health, we believe that sometimes getting care shouldn't require getting up. That's why we offer multiple ways to get care from wherever you are, 24 hours a day. MedStar Health. It's how we treat people.
Jack's playing baseball now, and Sam inherited her dad's love of chemistry and his teeth. And I'm learning that having a family is expensive.
Well, at Wise, you can find plenty of ways to save on things your family loves. And less money on groceries means more money for everything else.
That's awesome.
That's Wise.
Eat better, spend less. That's Wise.
Tigers down 8-5 early on, and Jimmy, Northeastern out rebounding the Tigers 6-3 here early on, but when you're only 2 of 8 from the field, it makes it a little easier to get those rebounds.
Yeah, I mean, they started a little slow. Coach Scary had a nice timeout after falling behind by 2-3, 6-0. Came out, Tark executed, got a score. A lot of basketball to be played here, but sometimes teams, they know when you come in here, you better rebound. Pat Scary's teams are always gritty, always tough, but they are outstanding in the paint and outstanding on the glass at home. That's why they've won 17 in a row here.
King gets it to Kermori. Now feed King in the lane, and a block by the freshman Lowry into the hands of Tejada. Tejada comes down, stops, nothing there as Northeastern gets back.
I thought Lowry made the play of the game when he had a block last week against Drexel. That was the first place Drexel, third place Towson. Lowry from Chicago can handle the ball, play the point, does a little bit of everything, and he's one of those guys I see improving good post. He'll catch that with 2 hands if you're Parr.
Chase Parr gets fouled by Jared Turner.
And I've been on Parr. I've been really praising him. He plays very well at home. He played well on the road the other day. So I'm saying, Scary's got a group that's improving. And that really helps you. And he's got a team with a lot of depth. They'll play 8 or 9 guys today. Maybe in the first 5 minutes.
Already. Williamson on the left wing. Up top to Tejada. He'll drive it, stop, pop, no good. And a foul going to be called on Northeastern. That'll be their second.
And Northeastern is not playing. They do not have Joe Pridge, and I don't see him on the bench, number 0. And Lucas Sakota, who is a transfer student from Harvard, he played well up in Boston.
Led them in scoring against the Tigers with 18.
And he is not. He's here. He was on the bike. He's got a labrum problem. Up, good inbounds play. Got to finish that, though.
Jones has it blocked, and the other way, here comes Woods. Feed to Kermori, who lays it home.
Freshman from Sweden says, I'll take those minutes.
And he's only averaging about 6 minutes a game.
Well, without Pridgeon and without Sakota, he's going to have to play a lot more than that tonight. And those are opportunities he's got to take advantage of.
Williamson looking for his second 3 off the front of the rim, no good, and King the rebound. Kermori feeds it to Doherty along the baseline. He'll move in on Parr. And then Lowry gets a hand in and strips it away. Ball loose and a jump ball, which will go to Northeastern.
Yeah, interesting. I thought that was maybe a foul call. There's Lowry again, reaching. And once again, he does a lot of things you don't see on the stat sheet. But he's long and he can play multiple positions, and I've been very impressed. He wasn't some highly touted from the Chicago Catholic League, just kind of rolled in here, him and Tejada. And they have been very impressive, have played critical minutes, and are going to be important factors as Towson tries to get to the NCAA here by winning 3 games in D.C.
Feed it into Doherty, up top to Turner. Now work a 3-point shot by King, no good, and the rebound May. May, up top to Charles, feed it to Tejada on the right wing. Back up top to Tark. Tark feeds Thompson. Charles drives and slams it home.
There's the reason he's one of the best big men the past 3 years, and he's really done a great job leading. Everyone on campus loves him. He does a great job in the paint, producing and outplaying the other team's big men, even when they're allegedly NBA or outranking him. Thompson just produces every game. Love that, and he's one tough guy.
King on the right wing works it up top to Kermori, now over to Turner for a 3. That's no good. And Messiah Jones grabs the rebound.
Well, Jones got a good job inserted in the starting lineup. Transfer from Wofford. He's kind of a do-it-all. Once again, a different, looks kind of like a guard, but he'll post you up and score inside. Usually, they start on inside-out offense.
May looking for the 3, no good, but Thompson the rebound, pumps, goes up, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line. So Charles Thompson, who has had problems at the foul line, his whole Tiger team has just 63% on the year. He's 55.9% on the season.
On the line for Towson.
By the way, this is our final Monumental game of the year, and we want to thank everybody at Monumental Sports for their support this season.
It's been fantastic. I did the Wizards last night. Tough loss to the Clippers, but as Chris Miller tells me all the time, defense and rebounding travel, and that's what you got in the Towson Tigers right here. That's why they went up to Delaware. Big road win, didn't shoot the ball particularly well. That's why they're so tough at home here. They're always going to play good defense. They're always going to have the pace of play go their way. It's a little slower, but they are going to get points in the paint, and they are going to win the war on the glass, especially in this building.
Thompson trying to go 2 for 2, and he does. 10-9, Williamson in, Tejada out.
As much as I love Charles Thompson, and I do, last time he played, I just thought, he was so good against Drexel. Amari Williams is a guy there's NBA scouts here for him, okay? Doesn't matter what anybody thinks. That's just the way it goes. Charles Thompson, I thought outplayed him. I thought he outproduced him and outsmarted him down the stretch. And that's where Scary's got he's a fifth-year senior. May and Williamson came back, both from the powerful WCAC, O'Connell and Good Counsel programs.
Feed down low, and the shot by Waga is blocked by the Tigers, and they've got a chance to take their first lead of the game.
And this Tigers team has done some remarkable things in the last couple of years under Scary.
And Jones with a bucket and 1.
So they're going inside. But this might be Scary's team. I've been knowing Pat forever. This program was 1-31. I understand that. I took over a 1-27 program from Loyola. This is not easy. What he's done here, Scary has built a consistent winner. Got to the semis down there. This is a 1-bid league. Last year would have been a 2-bid league, in my opinion, because Charleston was that good. But this team with Scary has more depth more upside. They continue to grow together. I like the camaraderie, and they can all do a lot of little different things, including score inside. So this is a team. You got to watch this team in the next 5 weeks.
So Messiah Jones gives the Tigers their first lead of the game, 12-10, with 12:25 to go here in the first half, as Glenn McClintock, a senior from Kansas City, brings it over midcourt for the Huskies. Bill Cohen, their head coach, the all-time winningest coach in CAA history with 184 conference wins.
He's done a tremendous job since coming over from BC. He was at BC with Ed Cooley. They were under Al Skinner there, and he went to Northeastern, and Cooley went to Fairfield.
Tied at 12. Cohen passing Jim Larinaga last week.
Yeah, Bill's a great guy. But anyways, it was Cooley, Skinner, and Bill Cohen. That's when BC used to go to the NCAA tournament.
McClintock gets it out. Three-point shot taken and banked home by J.B. Franco, a freshman from New York. Franco, that's his second three of the year. He's only played 8 minutes a game.
Yeah, he's from the famous Brewster Academy, up there. That's an Under Armour school, full disclosure. Coach Smith up there. Jason Smith does a great. When you play at Brewster, you're ready to play. But there's a couple young guys getting opportunities because Pridgeon's not here and Sakota's hurt. So good for them taking advantage of it for Northeastern. They were young last year, and now he's going young again, Bill Cohen. They're tall and they're young, but this guy can really coach, Bill Cohen.
Feed it out. Franco looking for another three. This one no good. And the rebound, Charles Thompson. Tigers down 3. 9 minutes in. Give it to Tark. He drives. Feeds it to Suleiman. I think he thought Tark was going to shoot it. He didn't. And we've got a timeout. 10:47 remaining here in this first half. It is Northeastern 15, Towson 12. Food Lion is the proud sponsor of the Score to Give More program. For each free throw the Tigers make in today's game, Food Lion Feeds will donate 100 meals to the Maryland Food Bank. And so far, the Tigers have made 285 free throws, so that's 28,500 meals donated to help our neighbors in need.
I like this little full court pressure, little 50, just full court man-to-man. All right, they're this little 55, trap in the corner.
And they get it to Johnson. Johnson Finds Troutman, who gets it over midcourt.
Another big thing coming out of pressure is just to match up. There are no matchups in transition. You just got to get 5 guys to match up with 5 guys.
Doherty up top. Hand it off to Johnson. Feed it in the left corner. 3-point shot is good by Harold Woods.
He's a starter. You know, he's one of my 6'5" guards. Hammond, Indiana, right next to Gary, Indiana.
That's just his 10th three-pointer of the year.
Nah, they've hit threes. Guys that didn't think they were going to hit threes. Look, I thought with 2 starters out, this could be an easy game for Towson. There's some guys on Northeastern taking advantage of their opportunity to play. One of my friends at Monumental, Drew Gooden, talks about that in the NBA. Who's going to take advantage of their opportunity to play? Last night it was Bilal Coulibaly for the Wizards with 19 thrust into the starting lineup.
Troutman misses the 3, and Charles Thompson already with his 4th rebound of the night. Gets it, feeds it, down low to Lowry, who banks it in.
Nice catch, nice pass. See, there's Thompson again, doing the little things. Taking a nice little in, that's paint passing.
Tigers down 2. As Doherty with the back door to a wide open Harold Woods.
Miscommunication. Either you got to stay with the ball and protect the basket, or you got to switch that.
Tark brings it over midcourt with the Tigers trailing by 4. Tigers home tonight, then on the road at Hofstra on Saturday night. Thompson.
Yeah, someone's got to tell him.
Stripped by King. King going to drive. He lost it, and then Tark knocks it out of his hands. But they're able to recover as Troutman will drive and lay it in.
That's too easy. And first of all, Tark's guy went and doubled. You got to, A, yell to Charles, you're getting doubled. B, slide over to a position where he can see you. In other words, he might be open on the opposite side of the court, but if he can't see, it doesn't matter. But most importantly, he's got to yell, Charles, he's coming to double.
Get it to May, who's yet to score here tonight. Feed it back to Thompson. Charles spinning, double teamed, throws up a shot that had no chance.
Like I said, you look at this team for Northeastern out there right now. There's no small people. They have good size, and that's one of the things that when they double team you.
And now Johnson throws a crazy pass, and it's intercepted by Lowry, who will drive, banks it up. No, but he's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line.
Would have been nice to finish that one. But my point is, when Northeastern goes to double, they're doubling with big people. Like I said, I talked to Coach Scary. The first thing he said is they drive the ball to the paint, they rebound well. He said, but they have size 1 through 5, and that's what concerned him.
Mekhi Lowry just 43% from the foul line this year, as he misses the first.
Freshman, there's always things you can improve on. That's what Lowry's going to improve on, but a skilled ball handler.
In the game for the Huskies, Jared Turner.
Tigers with multiple substitutions as Parr and Tejada check back in.
Yeah,
second one by Lowry is good.
Those were nice minutes for Northeastern by Franco and Kamari. There's 2 freshmen there that are getting some guards. It's funny, they couldn't be further away. One's in Sweden, one's in New York. He went to Brewster, which at times could be like Sweden. It gets so cold up there, but 2 different guards, both getting a chance from Cohen. But that's the second time Woods has just got in there. That's too easy. Coach Scary and his staff are not going to be half watching tape. Driving into the basket last time, Woods, that time kind of splitting 2 defenders, but not enough, not typical Towson resistance.
Parr drives, flips it to Woods, who misses the layup. Jones, excuse me. And the other way comes the Northeastern. Tigers just not able to hit the baskets here. They've missed a couple of easy ones. There's a drive, no good by Troutman, and he will go to the free throw line when we come back. 7:26 remaining here in the first half. It's Northeastern 24, Towson 17.
As a woman-owned and family-operated full-service plumbing company, Donovan Waterworks believes that honesty, trust, and respect are the keys to success. Donovan Waterworks provides plumbing services with the utmost attention to detail through safe, honest, ethical, compassionate, and professional work. Call or visit DonovanWaterworks.com. Donovan Waterworks, your plumbing worries stop here.
Towson fans, we're in a new era of college athletics in which student athletes are able to monetize their own personal brands, making money off their name, image, and likeness, or NIL. NIL has become a difference maker for programs trying to compete at all levels of Division I, and the CAA is no exception.
Not only have I received value in the deals I've made, but it's been a great impact in the local community here in Towson.
I feel the same. I've been able to work with the youth, but also able to work with some major brands by leveraging my name as a Division I student athlete.
As a former Towson athlete, I've invested in supporting student athletes by contributing to the NIL initiative that support Towson University, which allows individual contributors and companies to make an investment to keep Towson University competitive in this new era.
If you would like to support Towson Tigers through NIL initiatives, please email nil@towson.edu or call 410-704-4668.
We'd welcome the opportunity to help you meet your goals while supporting our spectacular Towson student athletes.
Moments like this, you're faced with an important question. If a ball lands in a cup and no one else sees it, does it count? You bet your sweet 5-iron it does. Somewhere to smile about. Ocean City, Maryland. Oh wait, he's still going. Okay. Nice.
Saturday's Powerball jackpot, $206 million. That's right, $206 million. Play today at any Maryland lottery retailer. Must be 18 years or older to play.
Maybe it's when I turn it. Sorry, we're having problems with our mic here. I love that Tiger jacket.
You like what?
The Tiger jacket. You see the guy that's Tiger? That's what happens when you win 17 in a row. People wear a glittery Elvis-type jacket. That's what happens, Spiro. There's excitement in this area.
Trouton misses the first free throw. Northeastern, a very good free throw shooting team, 75%.
If they win 20 games, you and I are going to get the sparkly jacket. They make them in Memphis. When you go visit Memphis at Elvis' shop, I played down there a couple times, you get the really sparkly jacket.
How many times have you been to Graceland?
Several. Unfortunately, we didn't win. Me and Coach Williams lost there in the NCAA against College of Charleston, and I lost to Tubby Smith and Josh Pastner by a couple.
Did you take the team?
Of course, we went and saw where MLK. We went to the Lorraine Hotel. We went to the Memphis. We to the Pyramid, to the Island. But you got to go to Graceland.
Tejada in and out, no good. The Tigers just 6 of 20 from the field, while Northeastern 10 of 19.
You know, they're settling for more threes than I would like, Towson, early on in this game.
Darty, who really hasn't been a factor so far, even though they have a 10-point lead, turns, shoots, and hits.
Thank you, Spiro, for waking him up there. That was nice of you. By the way, he's hit a 3 from the top of the key.
Yes, he did. Biggest lead of the game for Northeastern, 10.
I was concerned as a coach. Nice finish that. You got to finish that par in there. Now he's going to send him to the... What I was worried about was this. The Towson Tigers lost to Northeastern 3 weeks ago. You were there. It turned into a huge momentum swing for Towson. What I didn't like as a coach was the two guys that played well. Pridgeon had 10 and Sakota was the best player. They're not playing. One's not on the trip. They're not playing. The Towson Tiger team sees the starting lineup and says, where's the two guys that beat us 3 weeks ago? So in their mind, whether they, it's not the coaches. I know Scary, he's always intense. But you can only tell the players so much. And they see two starters out, guys that really hurt them a week ago and might be thinking it's too easy. And here, they just gave up another offensive. This is 29-17. And Towson has played as well. I just touted them to start this broadcast. This is as poor as I've seen them play this year.
Harold Woods with 9 points already, and he only averages 9.5 a game. Tejada up top to Williamson. Whip it in the corner to May. Now swing it around, right corner to Woods. Give it back to Tejada. Get it to Woods, turns, spins, shoots, missed it. Again, another shot that you would say should be made.
Yeah, and they had rest. They haven't played now. It was an emotional game up there in Delaware. If that goes, oh my.
Pat Scary with another timeout as the Tigers are down 15 with 5:34 remaining here in the first half. And Pat Scary has used 2 timeouts already here in this ball game.
You got to keep calling them, so you can't let it get out of hand. It's 15 already. We've seen teams come back I always say it's not what it is in the first half, how many you're down, but how many you're down at halftime counts. Steve Turner, the coach of Gonzaga, one of the top coaches in the country, big USA basketball guy, that's his son. And I'm sitting right on the angle here. He was too late. Towson's players usually have a hand up on the catch, so you can't get the sight. His hand was low. Turner sighted the target and hit it.
Well, as you mentioned, I mean, they're getting it from young guys, Turner and Woods, both sophomores.
By the way,
Troutman also a sophomore.
When you're in Memphis, the most impressive thing is the ducks in that hotel, for the record. We'll talk about that later. The ducks in the hotel, that's where you go to get your clothing made by Elvis. I have a jacket like that, but that's for later. And these ducks are in that hotel, but that's another time. We need to get here a few scores by Towson and a couple consecutive stops.
All right, when the Tigers take the lead, you need to tell the duck story. All right, Williamson
It's at the
has
Peabody
it in the right
Hotel,
corner.
very famous.
Feed to Tark, who drives, puts up the floater, no. Rebound by Tark, goes up, and he gets fouled.
See, I like that. Great hustle play. Didn't make the shot, but goes and follows his own shot, get 2 free throws.
Second on Woods, and the 16th foul on Northeastern. Tigers have only committed 3. Towson has gone to the line 86 times more than their opponent this season, so that's a little over 4 more per game as Tark hits the first.
Yeah, I love Tark. He kind of shoots a flat-footed three-point shooter. You can see he's one of those lefties. Sometimes lefties shoot it a little differently, you know, whether it's Michael Redd of Ohio State, all kinds of different players. But Tark's work ethic, he can play the point if you want, but he's just a natural scorer. He played for Juan Dixon last year. Coppin State was first-team All-MEAC and transferred over when Juan left after 10 games.
He didn't know how to score.
Juan couldn't score at all. He's the greatest player ever in the history of Maryland, for the record. But not Tark. Tark came over here because he said, I want to play at a higher level, but he knows he wanted to win. And that's what he's helped them do since he's been here. 10 games, the NCAA didn't let him play for some. Who knows what they do. But anyways, they let him play after 10 games, and he has really produced.
Waga turns, shoots from 5. That's short, and Thompson the rebound.
Now you just want to run your transition and get a good shot if you're Towson. Yeah, run it all the way through. There's your stagger away from May, and he's open.
May, he'll fire the 3.
Thank you.
His first points of the game.
Coaching 101. Just run the play you're supposed to. Run transition with a stagger. But you got to follow that if you're a defensive player. You got to have the caboose and be on him. You can't try to go under at this level. May's going to make that, and he did.
That's his team-leading 47th three-point shot. Swing it up top. Here's Troutman for a 3, and he hits.
That's just Northeastern's hot. And that's what happens when you let them make the first 2 threes uncontested. Now they're feeling it, and they have 35 points, which is an enormous number against Towson in the first
Tigers
half.
only give up 63.9 points a game, and now Tark's pass almost intercepted, but he gets it back. Feeding the corner to Williamson, gets it to Thompson. Charles stops, puts it up, and scores.
Nice play.
Charles with 6, and the Tigers down 11 with 3:53 remaining in the half. Work it up top to Waga. Now on the left wing to King. King going to drive. In the lane, ball knocked loose and picked up by Thompson. Gives it to Williamson. Weaving through traffic.
Just run your transition again. Stagger away again. Nice
May
drive.
going to drive, goes up, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line when we come back. 3:28 remaining in the first half. Northeastern 35, Towson 24.
That's his second personal team stop.
Northeastern with a double-digit lead, 35-24, with 3:28 remaining in this first half. And three-point shooting is the story here tonight.
Yeah, Northeastern 6 for 11, but they got their first two to get a good look at it. And Towson's 2 for 9. Towson, that's not really Towson's game. That number 2 for 9 doesn't bother me. 6 for 11 from Northeastern bothers me if I'm Coach Scarry, because that's too high a percentage, and that's not the game. That's not what happens in this building.
Christian May with his 4th point of the night. The Tigers with a chance to get it into single digits with 3:28. All right, as a coach, if you're down 15 with about 6 minutes to go in the half, what to you is good to be down at
5 or
halftime?
6 points. I'd like to be tied, but I press more too, so sometimes you can turn over. But yeah, get single digits is like, 5 or 6 points would be good. But, Frankel's has banked in a 3. A couple things have gone Northeastern's way. You can't go too crazy. But it's the lack of attention to detail on defense that I think is going to bother Coach Scarry at halftime.
Turner works it in the right corner to King. Shot clock down to 5 as Lowry with another block, but the ball goes out of bounds. Will remain Northeastern ball with just 3 on the shot clock.
Yeah, he drove that, but Lowry recovered and blocked. I told you he's a good shot blocker, Lowry, for guard. But he also let him drive. You can't. He's got to force him into the help. If you're going to hard hedge, you got to force him into that.
Get it out, 3-point shot, no good, and May the rebound. Lowry, by the way, already with 24 blocks this season for the freshman. And considering he only plays about 18 minutes a game, that's pretty darn good. Thompson hands it off to May. Christian whips it cross court to Tark.
Nice.
Goes up and has it blocked out of bounds.
I like the move. Just go. I know he's left-handed, but just finish that at the rim.
11 on the shot clock. Bill Cohen has not used his use it or lose it timeout yet. Pat Scarry's already used two.
He doesn't have to. 6 for 11 from 3. You don't have to call timeout.
Charles out to Lowry, who comes down with 3, puts up the floater, no, and the rebound grabbed by Daugherty, and then Lowry reaching in.
You saw Charles Thompson telling Lowry, I know you're a freshman, you're trying to do the right thing, but he kicked it out. It went inside. When the ball goes inside and you kick it out, then I'm down for 3-pointers. Just Lowry, catch that in rhythm. You just had a block shot. It's February 1. Fire away from the 3-point line if you're wide open. I say February 1 because we used to say that with Coach Williams. After January 1, when the ACC started, you're not a freshman anymore. You had a couple months to grow up. And Lowry's, I know he's 18 minutes, but that's a lot of minutes. They played a lot of games. Remember, Towson's played Houston, Wake Forest, North Texas, at Colorado.
And there is Turner getting loose underneath. He's got 5, and it's back to an 11-point lead for Northeastern.
And all that tough schedule is a good thing, but it didn't work right there because they just executed that, and that was a defensive lap. Where was the help on the offside? See, Daugherty's a good passer. Daugherty's just a good player. I've known him since his Boston days. And he played for Mike Bray at Notre Dame, and he's been here. But he's like Dave Cowens for the Celtics. I'll say that because he has red hair.
Tark misses the layup, and the other way, here comes Troutman into the corner of McClintock.
Daugherty again, lefty.
This time no good, and the rebound goes out of bounds, and it will be Northeastern ball.
For the record, Dave Cowens was a lefty. You know who he is?
Come on.
Left-handed redhead guy from Florida State, went to the Celtics. Red Auerbach fooled everybody in the draft.
Turned the Celtics around when they were bad for a couple of years.
Yes, he won in 74 and 76.
Was Bill Fitch the coach?
No, that was afterwards. Angry Bill. That's when Gary, we're going to talk about Northeastern was great when Jim Calhoun was the coach, Rick Pitino was a BU, and Coach Williams, Gary Williams, is a BC. There's a book out. Read about it. And Gary Williams will tell you stories about the Celtics coming over and practicing because they didn't have any practice facilities back then. Let's just put it that way.
Well, they used to play in Matthews Arena, did the Celtics.
That's way back. That's Northeastern's home. Tejada, nice look, nice 3.
And his first points of the game, the Tigers down 10. Yeah, they play in Matthews Arena, which is the oldest multi-purpose arena in the country.
Yeah, mostly used for hockey. Northeastern big win over top 5 BU last night in hockey. That was on my TV on CBS.
And now the ball goes out of bounds off of Northeastern.
That's a big stop. See the defensive intensity. There's the crowd, and the crowds have been pretty good here, but I thought there'd be a little bigger crowd today because of the streak.
Now the official's going to talk about it. Clarence Armstrong, A.J. Desai, and J.D. Rawls.
Clarence, KG veteran. Clarence, great guy. Yeah, I like to see Clarence. He don't want to watch it on replay. He's too old for that. He said, let's move on.
Clarence last night called like 5 technicals in the game he was doing.
Well, then they must have deserved it. Clarence is a good ref. Now, there's 49. I'm not a big 2-for-1 guy. Just get a good shot, cut it to 8, and get a stop.
May trying to make it 7, and he does.
Perfectly executed. That's what I mean. That's not a 2-for-1. That just was, they used the elevator with the 2 guys on the screen clamped, and Northeastern didn't have anybody jump out there. Now you want to get a stop without fouling.
Darty hands off to Troutman. Double teamed. Almost stolen away by May. Then goes out of bounds. Off of Christian May will remain Northeastern ball with 14 on the shot clock.
I like how they doubled the ball screen there because the jump ball is their way. In other words, if the jump ball is your way, it's really good to try to double. And they only have 14 fouls, so you can be a little aggressive.
King to inbound. As Clarence Armstrong now talking to the Tiger bench. Right. He wants a towel. Wipe off the ball.
See, you just got to decide, are you going to hard hedge here? Are you going to switch everything? They've handled the hard hedge pretty good. What they're doing is hitting the opposite roll man when they hard hedge that.
Get it into McClintock.
There's the Iverson play right here into the ball screen. Iverson means he's going over the top.
Nice drives and blocked out of bounds by Tark. 5 on the shot clock.
This would be great. You asked me my ideal situation. Get a stop, go down, and get another good look. Remember, Northeastern Northeastern has more than 7 fouls, so it's a bonus situation if Towson can get the ball back.
Turner falls down, and a jump ball, which will go to the Tigers. So 9.9 seconds left in the half.
You have plenty of time to get off a good shot. I like to shoot it with 3 or 4 seconds, especially when you're a good offensive rebounding team like Towson. Get a decent look, go after the glass, and foul it in. Because if you follow it in, we both know, Spirit, anytime they get an offensive rebound, they either score or get fouled. It's like 9 out of 10 times.
Ben Rosenbaum will talk to Coach Scarry at halftime. Then we'll have the athletic director, Steve Eigenbrod, on with us as Williamson comes down. Going to drive, step back, lean in, fire up a 3. No, and the half comes to an end. So the Tigers down 7 at halftime, but they